Good morning, America. Good morning, the world. I am your host, Mad Max, and this is Mental Madness, episode number 4. Or maybe 5. I think maybe 5. Who knows? We got a lot to talk about. Today is spirituality. That's our subject. And a spirituality warfare that's going on. We're going to get into a lot of that. We're going to get into a lot of really important things that I think is going on in the world that represents the spirituality warfare that's going on. I also want to try to get some ideas out there about things that may be coming, predictions possibly. So, as you can see, I'm wearing my ex-military combat uniform. So I believe I still am a soldier, freedom fighter, justice, and liberty, and freedom for everybody, all over the world and the universe. So, spitting some Alice in Chains for you here for a minute. Let you listen to that. All right, guys, how we doing? I'm your host, Mad Max, and this is today's episode of Mental Madness. So, been doing a little bit of meditating, guys. Gotta be honest with you. It's crazy, the things that are going on. I go outside to have a cigarette, which is a bad habit. I really want to get rid of that habit. I'm really trying to hoping and praying that I can break through that addiction, and I'm going to break it. But I go outside and I see my neighbor, who we recently just moved here to our new location in some place in Texas. And my neighbor's downstairs, African American, never met him before in my life. He comes up to me, man, and he says, "Have you ever heard of a program called Infowars.com?" I said, "Yeah, man, I watch Infowars.com all the time. I mean, I'm a huge watcher. I love watching Infowars and PrisonPlanet.tv. I think it's real media. I think it's real truth. I think it's real heart. And I think that people need to get out there and listen, because Alex Jones has a lot of good things to say. But he's just one person. And there's a lot of people on this planet that can make a difference. And that one person really helped open my eyes. It wasn't just that one person. He really emphasized what I clearly did not see at the time, that I blindly did not see it. And he opened my eyes to the things that I looked right through. And I've also been around the world and done some pretty crazy things for our government. But it's going down, folks. There is a spirituality warfare going on. People all over the world are really set in their ways and ideas. And I do believe that we are seeing a huge kickstart, a huge ramp into what's called the New World Order. And believe it or not, most people may be like, "Oh, it's good that they're all doing all this peaceful talks about getting the weapons from Syria and peacefully talking with Iran." But really, it's setting up for one world order, a new world order. Everybody follows one set of rules. And it's wicked. It's foul. We've accepted it. We've let it go for too long. And we just can't let it happen anymore. We have got to stand up. And so what I was saying about the buddy downstairs, I'd never met this guy in my life before. He starts talking to me about Infowars. That's how awake people are getting. I'm watching people ride down the street with Infowars stickers on their fucking bumpers. I'm riding down the street with Infowars stickers on my bumpers. Because there is an information war going on, a spirituality information war, ancient knowledge that people don't even know about yet, that people were only theorizing about because they have speculations because of information. Behind every conspiracy theory lies some truth, I believe. I believe that I know, been part of the government, seen the government's actions, and I've been a part of the government's actions. Don't get me wrong. I support a government that does the right thing, helping its veterans, helping the truly poor, helping people afford Medicare, good health care, finding people good jobs that pay well, that pay benefits, paying your soldiers more than you pay NBA stars and NFL players. 2% of all America does what a soldier does. It's wrong. We live in this monetary slave world, and there's literally a war for your mind going on right now, for your idea. They want you to latch on to their ideas and their ways of thinking so badly, and it shows in mainstream media. You see them literally laughing about something that somebody said when what that person said made so much sense that the only reason why those people are laughing is because they know it's true in the back of their mind, and they want to make it seem like it's bullshit when it's not. I watch these people's eyes, I watch their face, I watch these people. I'm aware. I've been around the world. I've seen the things that these people have done. I know I have some senses and some ideas of what's to come. This New World Order is, these staged attacks on America, the staged Al-Qaeda that was hired by the CIA, the staged, bullshit that's going on in Syria and Iran. It's a waste of your life. It's a waste of your breath. We should be feeding people. We should be going to the stars. We should be, building houses for everybody. We should be, I'm not trying to sound like a hippie, but it's common sense. There's enough wood on this planet to build everybody a freaking house, and then replant trees to rebuild the wood, to remake the wood. It's dumb. The Creator gave us everything we need on this planet to survive, for everybody. And if we were intelligent enough, and we didn't go out and have 10 and 15 kids, and we were intelligent about our partners sexually, and when we shouldn't have children, because now it's just mistakes. Oops, oops, oops. Well, I really didn't plan it, but I kind of just have, and I'm happy now. It will cause an overpopulation problem. Am I a eugenicist? No. Do I think that we should depopulate the country and depopulate the world? Absolutely not. But I believe people should be intelligent about raising a child in this world, and intelligent about how they use their sexual desires. Sex, a normal thing that people want to do. The Creator gave us feeling for sex. We could just, have sex and not have any feeling and still reproduce. But He gave us the feeling of sex, the emotion, the connection that you're supposed to make with that other person. And now it's just, I went to the club, had a few drinks, met a really sexy dude, went home with him, fucked him, now I'm pregnant. Now dude has to make a decision on whether he wants to change his life overnight, literally, and stay with that girl and provide for that child, which he should, or go do his own thing, continue what he was doing. And most of the time, it's the second one. It's the guy who just runs off, and it's terrible. It's terrible. It's a spirituality warfare. People just don't give a fuck. They don't care. They don't care about you. They don't care about how you feel. And it's time for you to stand up and say, enough is enough. I have rights. I have liberties. don't infringe upon my freedom, my liberty, my space, my home, my life, my children, my education, things that I pay tax dollars for my government to do, Social Security to pay me when I become disabled and old and can't work anymore, or a disabled veteran like myself who can't work because he's seizing up, or he's having post-traumatic stress disorder problems, or anger problems, or he's got no arms, or a veteran's got no legs. And we pretend like we care here in America. We pretend like we care. Oh yeah, when we sit down with our buddies and in a big circle and talk about it, we're like, yeah, we should be doing that. Yeah, that's not right. We shouldn't do that. But when it comes down to it, nobody's doing a fucking thing. You're just sitting there. Excuse my language. So I'm a good guy. I have a problem with my language. It is, and it comes from the experiences I've had in my life. And I'm really going to try to work on that because I want this to be professional. But I also want to express the sincerity of how I feel about things. I am frustrated right now to the point, I have 2 wonderful princess of daughters. I don't want to spoil them. I want to raise them with ethics and morals. I want to be able to defend themselves. I want to be able to have them be able to provide for their college education, which I think is bullshit even anyways, because you're not going to get a fucking job going to college anymore. Still going to be working at McDonald's or Walmart, unless you're a fucking nuclear physicist over there playing with God's work, making millions of dollars a year, or your G20 or work for the government, which is like half the jobs now. There's no more private security jobs. There's no private companies anymore. It's all monopolized or government owned. And if it's not government owned, the government has some way to regulate it and tax it. Promise you. So we are dealing with wickedness, pure wickedness, And I'm a dark person. I have dark feelings too. But I use that dark feeling and I use that dark energy that the Creator gave me. And I use that for the good, to push the good ideas, to push the, I really at the bottom of my soul want to shoot some of these evil people in the face right now. Right now. I wish I could just end their life. It's a waste of breath. It's a waste of resources. These people, but I am a good person. And my heart tells me that I can change these people. Or not just me, but all of us can, as a whole. It's not a fucking religion thing. It's a common sense thing. It's common sense that I created my daughter. It's common sense knowledge that I created my daughter. It's common sense that somebody created us. Get over yourself, folks. Should it be a religion? Should we be fighting wars over it? Should we be freaking living this narrow life, closed-minded narrow life because of it? No. But I created my daughter, and the Creator created us. That's a promise. It's a fact. I created my daughter. I made that process happen. And there also was a process that was made happen before all of this even started. And you people are just blind. You're not seeing it. I respect atheist ideas. You don't know. There's not enough, there's no evidence. There's no, really? You created a child of your own. There's no evidence that you created a child of your own. There's no evidence that you're sitting on this tiny little pale speck of a dot in this vast black swampy nothingness. What's going on? Are you just riding around in your Rolls Royce, going to the NFL game and your VIP tickets to the concerts and clubs, going to 4-star restaurants, working your 9-to-5, $160,000 a year job, not giving a shit about nobody but you and your motherfucking family? Excuse my language. I'm sorry. 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 I'm a good person. And I will apologize for that. But I'm frustrated. I'm very angry. I'm very, and to the point to where I want the hand of God to reach down and yank these people's souls out of their body to where they instantly fall on the ground flat. And he takes them to a place where he could show them exactly what I'm telling you right now, except for on a scale that's much more informative than what I'm giving you right now. And then put them back in their bodies and see if they're the same people. I promise you they won't be. Because in the end, they'll see the true picture, the true goal of why all of this is happening and what's going on. I mean, we just are so out there with our ideas. And we are. And it's a good thing that people be open-minded. Some people take it way too far. Some people don't know when enough is enough. Some people don't know how to think logically and keep an open mind. I never claim that I know everything 100%. And I never say that any of the things that I'm saying is all 100% true. I have done tons of research. I've experienced a lot of things in my life, some of which I can tell you are 100% true. And some of them I've learned through research and through information that I've investigated myself, which you need to do. You need to do that. The only way you are going to come up with the same ultimate conclusion that we are in a universe of life, that we are intelligent, that we are spirits inside of a shell, that we're these energetic beings inside of a shell, this biological shell, so that we can manifest thoughts and ideas. And to love. I mean, I honestly think that having a family, experiencing a family, raising your family, your children, and saying hi to neighbors, and going to barbecues, and I'm not a very social person because I know what most people like are out there. And I just listen to some of the things they say. And some people may say the same thing about me. I mean, that's fine. I'm willing to accept that. But my intentions are only to inform people on what I think's going on. And you can take it for what you want. But it's mental madness, folks. To me, it's mental madness that we have people sitting on the Gulf, or not in the Gulf, in the Arabian Gulf, with warships, rockets pointed at a country, saying, you do what I tell you, or we're going to fuck you up. Sounds very dictatorship, very authoritarian, and the people of the United States of America, spiritually and physically, oppose this. Because we see the proxy war with Iran. We see the proxy war with China. We see the proxy war with Russia. And we can avoid this. We see that Russia is actually trying to provide peaceful ways of solving these freaking problems, of getting rid of dictators, of getting rid of the world. Do I believe that we as a world should be one in the idea that we're all equal and that we should all have our own rights and respect each other? Absolutely. That type of new world, one world, sure. This do what I say or pay the consequences, this mass punishment bullshit, this, I think I know what's right and wrong for everybody else idea, this mentality, that's what people in the White House, they have this spirituality mentality of control. They think and they feel like they're superior because they're more informed than everybody else. And they think they have a right to act and decide things that happen to us and our reputation that is on the line all over the world. Because we are in this together. This black vast nothingness on this tiny blue dot, swarming around this massive, bright sun that's swarming around a massive black hole that's swarming around other massive black holes. They're all clustering together in this energetic points, all spread out like a web that makes the universe. And there's times coming, people are waking up. Intelligence and technology is getting better. We are seeing clearly. We are not the savage beasts we once were. Well, at least some of us are. Some of us are really starting to see that the savage beasts that do still exist need to go. They need to go. Well, when I mean go, I mean we need to stand up, get in their face, go to their doorsteps and say, we do not accept this. And if they use military force, you have every right to defend yourself. I'm talking about third world countries. I'm talking about countries who are tired of getting shit on. I'm talking about countries who are tired of letting their dictators take and steal all their money and run their businesses and make dirty deals with other countries and infringe upon your right to have your own religion, your own ideas, your own, violence is never the way to go. Never, ever the way to go. Whether you're in a physical body or a spirit body, violence is not the way to go. Unless it is to defend the righteous, to defend the people who are trying to do the good things. I'm not going to let a murderer murder me. That type of scenario. That's what I'm saying. The innocent have the right to defend themselves. People who are doing nothing wrong, who are just trying to live a normal, peaceful life, who are just trying to get through this mental madness that's going on. Up, cops behind me. I didn't do nothing wrong, but I'm scared. Just because they're power-tripping assholes. I'm frustrated. I'm tired. But, I am digging deep within my soul. I have a hunger. I'm not perfect. I have problems. Everybody has problems. Everyone does. And you should try to take a look at yourself and see, hey, is this problem either making my life better or is it making it worse? Is my anger getting to me all the time? Am I fucking yelling all the time? Am I being a douchebag to everybody all the time? Am I donating to poor people any of the time? Am I helping sick people any of the time? Am I helping tired people and poor people? Am I working to contribute to society? Am I working to give people jobs? Am I a doctor who doesn't like to overcharge for my practices? 300, 400% profit. I understand being a doctor is an important job. So is a soldier. So is a waitress who serves people food. Those are just as important because it's a necessity to eat. People don't have time sometimes in this world to cook their own meals. You gotta go somewhere to eat. And those waitresses provide those nutrients that feed those people. And they do a damn good job at it. They don't make damn near the money they should. The hard jobs, when you go and you're just like, I can't, man, this job sucks. And you know it sucks because it's hard work. And you're getting paid shit. Except for the jobs that you enjoy. Working in the office, an air conditioner, typing on a computer, playing football. You're making millions and shit. Bullshit. It's easy work. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of people who work hard being taken advantage of. I'm tired of people who don't do shit but sit up in a computer office and play mental brain games with everybody all day about money, politics, and businesses and profit and economics and fucking bullshit, when we should be trying to fucking go to the nearest living planet and learning what they have and trading with them. And if they don't want us, then we move on. Because again, I don't want to infringe upon free will. If they don't want us there, we leave. Just like if somebody didn't want me in their country, I'd leave. I respect your sovereignty. I respect you as an individual. You know, when I was in the military, I was ordered to go to that country, whether I wanted to or not. And I did follow orders. I was a good soldier. I got in trouble every now and then, but for the most part, I was a good soldier. I did my job, did my duty. I was airborne. I was a sergeant, non-commissioned officer, paratrooper, artillery, mobile infantry, call for fire, all kinds of black ops missions and shit too that I can't even get into. It's dirty out there, man. It's dirty. And it's like a chess game right now, except for one side of the chessboard is totally rigged. And the other side is totally unrigged, totally broken down, and very, very ineffective. But guess what? We can become very effective. We can rebuild our might and our strength. We can search within our soul, within our energetic beingness, and search for the answer. You need to do that. You need to find out what it is that you think you can do to change the world. Something unique. Something. I'm a disabled veteran. I can't go out. I don't have money. You know, maybe I have some influence. And that's what I'm trying to do, is get influence. So that people literally see through the smoky veil of mental madness. It's just floating right there in your face, and you just walk right through it like dark energy. You can't even see dark energy. You can't even see air. You just walk right through it. Wake up. Look up. At night, look up at the stars. At night, go outside. Go outside and look up. Look how beautiful it is out there on a clear night. Look how wondrous it is that we're even here. Look how amazing it is that I'm a conscious, living being in all of that. And realize that there are people who are much more aware of this than I am, who want to keep you suppressed from this ancient knowledge, who want to keep you down, who want to keep you nobody, who want to keep you a monetary slave, who want to keep you down. And they're dragging you down with their nets. They're just like sucking you down, like, you know, like vampires suck blood. Just they're feeding off of you. Your money, feeding off of your education, your ideas, the new inventions. Fucking, they feed off of that shit, man. They're like fucking parasites. Wake up, America. I love you. Wake up, world. I love you. I don't want to see your children get hurt. I don't care where you're from. I don't want to see your children die. I don't care who you are. If you're a bad person, you need to wake the fuck up and realize that there is a fucking hell. And you are going to pay the ultimate price for your fucking actions. Because we are just energetic beings at our core. And we can be just like we were thrown in this world. So your energetic information transfer of your parents. Just we don't know yet how deep the rabbit hole goes, but we know that there is one, and that there is something that will ultimately decide our fate, because it made us exist, and it could possibly make us unexist, or make things very bad for us. Mother Nature, you could call it Mother Nature, you could call it a God. I think it's just, you know, it is the Creator's balance. It's a fail-safe program. One way in, like bottom of a black hole. the singularity, the event horizon, the point of no return. Only one way in and no way out. It's a fail-safe program. And if he sucks you into there, there's no coming back. And who knows where you may go. And I hope that I go to a good place. Because I've done bad things in my life. Been a bad person sometimes. But over the last 10, 15 years of my life, I took a look at it and I said, you know what? I was heading down the wrong path. The things I was doing were getting me in trouble all the time. The people I were involving myself with were spreading their foul ideas. I was accepting bullying. I was accepting bullshit. I was accepting being ripped off. I was accepting that, and there's still only so much I can do to this day to not get ripped off by these banksters, by these cell phone companies, by these, people who are so greedy that they just don't give a shit about nothing but money. They want to be successful, but they don't want to spread the wealth because they think that they are worked hard for what they want. It's all about them. I don't get it. It's fucking mental madness, folks. We have to literally stand up for what's right. And are we going to be wrong sometimes? Absolutely. And are we going to mess up sometimes? Yes. But when we mess up and when we're wrong, we take that constructive criticism or that constructive negative information and we use it and we learn from it and we become better. We don't take people's guns away and make them defenseless so that bad guys can come and just rob them at will. We don't abort children because we felt like we made a bad decision. We don't think, oh, this is my body, I can do what I want with it. But even though I have a child who's not me inside of me, I make that decision for that child because it's my body. People will argue with me about that, but that's my personal opinion. You fucked up. Now you got to bear the brunt. You got to bear the responsibility. And if you were just more intelligent about your sexual desires, you can have sex. Just do it safely. Why not? Because you didn't take time. You didn't care. You didn't open your mind. You didn't use it. You didn't use your brain that the Creator gave you. Intelligent people won't fuck like rabbits without protection or without some way of, I'm totally against birth control pills. I am, however, for condoms and other like other ways of making sure that you don't actually get somebody pregnant if you don't want to. Pills. I'm totally against pills. I mean, there's all kinds of natural resources on this planet. Pills are just... I think that they really don't make the pills that they need to be making. That's for sure. They're, made of natural things on this planet. Got a bunch of crap in them. Disease, poisons. But people should, smoke some DMT, drink ayahuasca, maybe smoke a little cannabis, meditate, open their eyes. Open your eyes. It is no more lunatic fringe to have an hallucinogenic experience than it is to fall asleep at night and have a dream. It's the same concept. The same thing is happening. You are seeing the other side of the event horizon. And on that other side, it's a zero-point energy field. All of the information is available, which is why when you dream, you have random things happen to you that you don't even understand because there's so much information that could be possibly coming in. That it is completely random what actually does come in. Because your brain, things that you've experienced and learned and studied, can only perceive things a certain way because of the observation that you've had on life. And then it expresses the other side in the best way it can, through the memories of things that you've seen, things that you've experienced. It's a message. It's an encoded message that everyone gets almost every single night. And people with nightmares, some nightmare, people like me, being over in combat situations, working through those types of problems, I meditate. And I record my dreams. And I express my dreams. I tell my dreams. And I study them and I analyze them. And I try to crack the code. Because there's information being fed to my brain that may be completely random at the time that I experienced it. But if properly analyzed and thought about, could be interpreted and could be utilized for real life things, and could actually predict things. I've actually had experiences where I've been true on multiple occasions. I've actually had experiences where I've seen things happen before they even happen, almost to the point to where I envisioned it completely. I've never heard any auditory. I really want to try complete deprivation, eye and ear deprivation. I'm kind of a little iffy about that. I don't know. I've heard there's some scary things that happen. But since I've meditated a lot and I have a clear mind and I know how to use it, I think maybe I can try that. I'm going to get into that. But I really want to try some ayahuasca. It's my next step. And I heard that there's some amazing things that you can learn from ayahuasca. So, I mean, literally you can learn like 1,000 years worth of information in 10 minutes. That's what I heard, anyway. So I really want to experience this. People like Joe Rogan, there's a lot of celebs out there who said, Snoop Dogg, people out there who said they've had this experience and they completely changed their life. Completely opened their eyes to different possibilities, different ideas. And you know, are those people crazy too? Because they had this experience and they saw things and learned things that made them much more aware and much more informed than they've ever been before? The government suppresses these things from you, and then they feed you the things that kill you, like cigarettes and alcohol, so that you don't have access to being able to instantly go into that meditative state and receive that information message that may pertain to anything that could happen to you in real life. The Creator's always trying, the information field is always there. It always has access to it. But only the pure-minded can get access to it. And by pure-minded, I mean nothingness. Think of nothing when you meditate. Don't think of anything, and if you do think of anything, think of love. Think of beautiful colors. You know, don't try to Don't try to materialize things. Try to just empty your mind and let things come to you. And you'll notice that things will start coming to you. You'll start seeing images come to you, not forced by you, not you thinking about something, but images just start flowing in like a river. And they may seem completely random. It happens to me all the time. I just get crazy images of weird things. But I take them, I record them, I study them. They're messages to me. I'm trying to become a better person. I am trying I feel like I need to do something to not only make up for the things that I've done in my life and the bad things that I've done, but I need to inform people that they should do the same thing. Realize that they messed up. Realize that we are living in this fake, hypnotic state right now of America. We are in this hypnotic state of America. That's what I call it. Hypnotic state of America. Just clueless. Buying basketball jerseys. Fucking eating you know, staying at Fancy Hill. I'm not going to get into it. I've already went there. All I've got to say is that, people, there's a storm coming. And it's a spiritual storm. And it's like one giant white cloud versus one giant black cloud. Except for the white cloud is not so giant right now. It's just itty bitty, and that's us. That's the freedom fighters. That's the liberty lovers. That's the people who care about humanity. The people who care about human decency. And want to reach for the stars. And want to reach for the Creator. And that's us. That's just this little ball right now. And here's this big cloud of bullshit. And it's coming right for us. And unless we get bigger and grow, it's going to friggin' engulf us. So we need to make our cloud bigger, bigger than and we need to shrink the black cloud so that we can consume the darkness. Sounds crazy, folks. It's mental madness, I know. Maybe I am crazy for the way I think. Maybe I am crazy for what I'm trying to do. Or maybe people don't like the fact that I'm doing what I'm trying to do. And I'm probably sure there is. But the world needs to wake up. The world needs to know that there's something greater going on right now than everything you've experienced up to this point already. And that all the petty bullshit that's going on right now can be avoided. And we could be literally living like gods amongst the stars, helping people all across the universe. I mean, who knows how many war-torn planets there are out there that we could come and save. Be heroes. Save those people's lives. Save those beings' lives. If they ask for it and they reach out for it, we can give that to them. See, that's the thing. America just does what they want. If people reach out and say, we need your help, if people are overrunning us, well, why are they overrunning me? Because I'm a dictator and I steal all their money? Well, maybe you should just step down. No, because I'm a control freak, I'm a power freak, I like this position, I don't want to leave. That's why Congress stays in office so long. That's why senators stay senators so long. That's why fucking presidents try to get more terms than, whatever. It's an addiction. They're sucking off of you, like vampires, literally. Not with pointy teeth, but with this. They're outsmarting you. They're outwitting you. This has been Mental Madness, and I am your host, Mad Max. And I love you all, and I want you to wake up, and I want you to realize that now is the time to raise your fist in the sky and look up and say, I accept it. I accept that I am not an evil person. I want to change my ways. I want to reach for the stars. I want to meet you and I want to greet you, Creator. I want to meet you with loving and open arms. The only way I can do that is to fight my way there. Fight my way through tyranny. Fight my way through dictatorship. Fight my way through evilness and wickedness. And am I going to do some of those things along the way? I really will try not to. But I am not a perfect person, and nobody is. And I don't expect people to be perfect. And I expect people to make mistakes sometimes. And hopefully they'll learn from those mistakes. So raise your fist high, folks. It's time. It's time for a revolution. It's time to open your arms up, and open your heart up, and open your mind up. That's today's episode, folks. We'll see you next time.